welcome back to Tammy Talks. So, let's get right into it, y'all. If you have been rocking with me so far, thank you for all the support, all the love, the comments, the follows, all that good stuff. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and only you can help me do that. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But let's get into the mess. Let's get into why we are here, right? So Chris Williams from season 12 of Married at First Sight, which was the Atlanta season, has been making his rounds on Instagram today. And by making his rounds, he is going very heavy with the Instagram story postage. So I'm going to do a split screen and have the post showing up next to me. I forgot. I think it comes up on this side. But these are straight from Chris's story. As you can see, the screenshots that I was actually able to grab right away. So he first starts off by saying, I recently found out disturbing news. Again, Mercedes lied about her pregnancy to me. Now that is a link to his page where he posts a very long caption underneath that post where he says, all to get back at me. It was probably the most breaking news in the history of the show and maybe in all of reality TV for 2020. Let me put a 1. When I initially told her that I was married, she told me that she was pregnant. I did not believe it. I immediately called Pastor Dwight. He didn't believe in giving the method used. Because I wanted to be sure, I asked for proof in the form of a pregnancy test. She took the test on video, and I had no clue that the test she used was a dummy test that shows positive whether or not urine, water, or soda is poured on the stick. The only reason I would have ever said something like that as it pertains to her pregnancy is if I was sure, and I wasn't. I never doubted it after that until recently. She also led me to believe that she had a miscarriage prior to decision day, which ripped me. Becoming a father was something I looked forward to. I was so anxious for it that I took a $2 million life insurance policies out of myself. Now I am reading this verbatim as he says it. So if stuff doesn't make sense, that's what he's saying. Like I said, it'll be on the screen. I purchased her a car, which she still has to this day. I spent over $10,000 making sure she would be comfortable as the mother of my first and only child. But my expectation didn't matter. I expected and waited on something that never existed. The day she went to the hospital for the alleged miscarriage, I waited to get there. By the time I was walking, she, not the doctor, told me that she had a miscarriage. I never asked the doctor because the nurse was discharging her. The only thing I saw on the paper was not a miscarriage but high blood pressure. Not only this, but in speaking with other exes, this was not the first time she had done this. She strategically will claim pregnant until she gets you where she can control you. This is not something to lie to me or anyone else about. I'm sick, hurt, and embarrassed. He hashtagged it liar. Chris then proceeded to go on a slew of other Instagram stories where he is seemingly saying that he and Mercedes worked together to set this up, I guess to try to embarrass Paige, which is weird. But the next story is we were together during filming. Everyone knew that I felt the need to go back to her because she told me she was pregnant. A lot of stuff that I did was influenced by her. I didn't move into the house because of her. She had leverage over me. She told me in order to get back with her, I would have to tell the lady on camera that I was still in love with her. At the time, I didn't think nothing of it, but looking back at it, it was wrong. The lady he's talking about, I believe, is Paige. He then goes, I wouldn't have posted this if I wasn't ready for war with receipts. I can show why I ended up on the show. You and I know the truth. You be blessed. What is going on here? When we had the meetup, we agreed privately for the cameras to say that she would say she had no intentions of working things out. When we finished filming, Paige laughed because she thought Mercedes was dissing me, when in reality, I didn't want Mercedes to look bad by saying we were still together. I knew America would destroy her. Little did Paige know Mercedes was already living with me. So I guess like this is where I started to get confused, because are you trying to call Mercedes out, or are you using this as another opportunity to like bash Paige, to attack Paige, and basically make yourself seem like trash? You know what I mean? So then he says, America's messiest reality TV storyline of the year was a hoax. I was fooled. And it's like, you giving yourself a lot. You know, I wouldn't say that this was America's messiest reality TV storyline. I won't even say of the year, because let's not forget there were shows like Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Hip Hop, Married to Medicine, any of the Housewives. So don't, marriage boot camps. Don't give yourself too much, Chris. He then posted a marriage license between Mercedes and Chris, and stating that only the officiant signed the copy, not the couples. Which was weird. I didn't know where he was going with that. So then it becomes him posting some text messages between him and Mercedes. I don't even know what they're talking about at this point. He didn't provide context. Then it's Mercedes, a text from her that says you literally was not sure if you wanted to go through with marrying Paige on that Monday because of the news you had just found out. So this tells me that Chris knew before getting married that she had a baby, that Mercedes was pregnant, and he still went on and he still married Paige, and he still slept with her and did all this extra stuff, knowing that his ex-girlfriend, ex-fiance, whatever they were, was currently pregnant with his child. So she said, and I begged you not to go to the court to get married, and you did it anyways. You can say you were forced under contract, but you didn't care about a contract. You did it because you wanted to. So to do me like that makes me feel the most hurt I've ever felt. You went right to the courthouse and made the decision to marry a complete stranger right away, but put me off. I'm broken. So I guess what I'm concerned or confused about is when Chris is saying that only the officiant signs the thing, he's talking about he didn't marry Mercedes, but he married Paige, and he's saying that Mercedes is mad that he married Paige before he married her. So then Chris said, I went on that show to get back at Mercedes for cheating on me with another man during our engagement. So I think this calls into account like what the experts are actually doing too in their vetting process. So what's going on with their vetting process? So Chris is now coming out and saying that he really didn't go on this show for love. He didn't go on this show. You went on here just to make Mercedes jealous, which apparently, I guess, worked. But this is, it makes you feel bad for Paige all over again. It makes you feel so bad for Paige all over again. So then, the next one is, the whole thing is I was never in a doctor's appointment. I dropped her off, but she never wanted me to go in. So Chris is saying things because Mercedes is posting different things on her page, and they're going back and forth. In Mercedes' post that I didn't screenshot hers, but Mercedes is basically saying that, you know, Chris was lying. He was right there with her, that he was in the appointment with her in the room when the doctor told her that, oh my God, the camera seems crooked. No? Okay. He was in the room when the doctor told her that she was having a miscarriage. So she's saying that Chris is basically lying about all of this to make her look bad. So then Chris said, I was there when she was discharged. I told when she told me, but they had already given her the discharge papers. I don't know why she would like to, I think he meant lie. I don't know why she would lie to me about being a fool thinking she was really Prego. And then he posted a picture of him with Dr. Dwight and him saying, "I'm sorry, I owe you an apology. You were right and I was wrong, my brother." And I know he posted like the conversation that Pastor Dwight had with him, which was him saying not to believe whatever Mercedes is telling him and whatever. This is all bullshit. This is just a mess. And honestly, it seems like Chris is trying to get more attention off the back of people comparing him to Johnny. Because if you look at Chris's Instagram page, I have a screenshot of this as well. In his title, he is or his bio, he says that he is the greatest villain in mafs history. So my whole thing is like, this is a joke to him. He knows that because of how Johnny is messing up right now, how Johnny is being called out on his bullshit, Chris is taking the opportunity, because he's coming up again in the public eye. He's coming up again with people, talking about Married at First Sight. Not in a good way, mind you, but he's being brought back up again. And he's using this as an opportunity to try to get a little bit more attention. So he did delete all of the posts on his page. And all you'll see now is these current posts with him going back and forth, posting all these screenshots and different things of what Mercedes is saying. He posted a screenshot of like his life insurance policy and all this other kind of stuff. And this is just kind of like, what the fuck, Chris? What is going on? I also have some behind the scenes tea on, I guess Johnny has a Finsta on Reddit and tried to trash Bao. Stay tuned for that video. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up the video. Let's get it going. We are on the road to 1,000. Again, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Tammy Talks, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.